56 of them the last 2 seasons. They've made the big dance. They've made the Big East Tournament Championship game the last 2 seasons. And in 2023 regular season tournament champs last year. First Sweet 16 for this program in over a decade. And we are now joined by the 4th-year head coach of the Marquette Golden Eagles, Shaka Smart, with us at the Mecca. Shaka, you think about that. You've been inside this building, and you could say the last 2 seasons we've been standing on championship Saturday night. That was the standard you set out to bring to the table. You've been champions here. You make the second weekend of the tournament. What's the feeling like when you think about your tenure thus far and where you want to go?
Grateful. Grateful for the 3 years. They've gone so fast. It's been great to work with you all. I can't believe that we're already going into our 4th year with Stevie Mitchell and David Joplin and Kam Jones, and really excited about first game in 12 days.
Shaka, how do you, the dynamic of losing 2 pros and then not having to go the big-time transfer route, and you have that type of retention, take us through the offseason for the Hoops junkies out there in Milwaukee.
Well, I think it's a couple things. One, our offseason, Vin, you used to coach. Mm-hmm. It's more probably like an offseason 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Where, there's a sense of, hey, the underclassmen are coming back. Kam Jones had to make a decision. Do I want to put my name in the draft? He decided, no, I'm going to come back. I want to be here for my senior year. And as you mentioned, then the other side of it is we lost 2 all-time great Marquette players. 2 of my favorite players that I've ever coached. We decided to double down on our way, relationships, growth, and victory. And a big part of that is getting our guys better. Taking guys that played support roles around Tyler Kolek and Oso Ighodaro and helping them grow into guys that can play larger roles this year.
Coach, when you look at your team, you have 6 core guys that all know what Marquette basketball is about. And I think that's unique, obviously, in this era with the portal transfer and everything that goes with that. And your model has obviously been very successful. My question is, with a guy like Kam Jones, who a lot of people know about, for anyone that watches him, you see the talent, you see the skill. Coming back this year without a Kolek in the backcourt, what do you see from him as that alpha guy now, if you want to call it that, where he's going to have the ball in his hands even more?
Well, I'm going to give you guys something that nobody really knows, all right? He's a better passer than you think. So you're going to see this year a more dynamic playmaker in Kam Jones. You got a little bit of a sneak peek of it when Tyler was out last year. Remember, he missed 6 games in the conference tournament and the regular season prior to that. Yeah. He had 30 points and 9 assists at Xavier in our last regular season game. And that kind of gave you a sense of this guy can score and distribute at the same time. He's really worked hard this summer on what we call the passes we make, which is trying to do his best Tyler impersonation.
Right.
He's not exactly the same, but I think you're going to see a guy that, in my opinion, one of the best guards in college basketball.
You've got a fascinating weapon in a kid named Ben Gold, who averaged about 17 minutes per game last year, showed the flashes. How do you turn those flashes into consistency?
Well, John, it's a great point, and it's going to be a process. I think Ben Gold will be different in December than he is in November, and he'll be different in February than he was in December. He's going to have to go through the process of realizing, hey, I can do it. But I think it was John Beilein that said, a shooting 5-man changes everything. And we have that now with Ben Gold.
Is there a dynamic? Obviously, the numbers are the numbers, and you just, broke it down as best you can with Tyler and Kam's games. Is there another dynamic this year that you're either focusing on that you feel like you got to make up for, or maybe that, Big East fans aren't going to be ready for with this group? Because obviously, as much as you return, it's still a new mix.
Well, the dynamic is the growth of our players. I mean, that's how we do things. And sometimes I feel bad because I repeat myself a lot and sound like a broken record, but it's the relationships on our team driving performance. It's the growth of our young players as they emerge and freshmen become sophomores and sophomores become juniors. And then it's coming together and caring about winning more than maybe some of this other stuff in the air. That's the dynamic.
Before we let you go, we're about to send it over to Kim Adams and Kam Jones. Kam Jones has served as a fashion correspondent in addition to his basketball duties. Does he have that type of drip?
He's a trip. You know, he thinks that he's more fashionable than he is. I actually would put him second of our players that are here in fashion behind Sean Jones. He wants some real fashion.
We need to get the camera
Watch
on
how
Sean.
Sean Jones dresses.
We're going to watch for
Strong.
Sean Jones. We're going to watch for him this year. I look forward to seeing him come back from his injury. Shaka Smart, thank you.
Great intro because we were going to hit the fashion first. Kam Jones came over here head to toe, all black, Prada tie. Kam, is there a meaning or a statement behind this outfit choice today?
Of course. I'm kind of going into this season, not kind of, I'm going into this season, you know, specifically on the court, I got a little alter ego. If you know from Snowfall, Franklin Saint, kind of having that demeanor and having that mindset. I've seriously been been making that a point for that to be my mindset and how I go out on the court and, you know, how I think, you know, strictly business. I'm serious. I'm not here playing around. And this all-black suit. And one of the later scenes of the show, he went to a funeral and he had an all-black suit on. I thought that was a perfect time, you know, really take on that alter ego and, you know, really soak into it and really buy into it and really mean it.
Okay, I love that you really thought this through. I haven't watched Snowfall, but I may have to now.
For sure.
But I was going to ask you, you talk about, you know, that alter ego, the edge. I know last year, I'm not sure how, but you were left off the all-conference. I think they got it right in the preseason. You are on the first team, but what kind of edge, identity, player can we expect to see from Kam Jones in this senior season?
You know, real motivated, connected with my team, making sure, you know, we on the same page night in, night out, you know, being in the gym with them, watching film with them, learning how to play with one another more. That's real important, your connection, you know, with the guys you out here with. That's important for everybody's individual success. But as far as my mindset goes, man, I'm not here to play around. Neither are we. And, you know, that's pretty much our mindset and how we're approaching this thing.
Awesome. And a couple pieces from last season, now in the pros, Tyler Kolek, Oso. But based on what you've seen kind of over the last few weeks and months in practice, what gives you belief that this team can do some really big things?
This team, we can be really, really tough to play against. And that's really important at this level. When you're real tough to play against, when you're hard to score on, and, you know, hard to stop. That's very tough, and, you know, that's what we're going after. That's what we want to be. That's who we have to be if we want to be successful.
All right, Kam Jones, we will definitely be tuned in.
Sure.
I feel the business
Sounds
mentality
good.
here.
Thank you, yes, ma'am.
And we'll send it back over to John Pants at the desk.